everybody, Sorbeaten here, and welcome back to another past paper practice video. In this video, we'll be tackling some vectors questions. So let's not waste any more time, let's head straight into the first question. So the question says, the diagram below shows a quadrilateral OLMN in which O is the origin and OL is equal to 4y and OM is equal to 6z, ON is equal to 2x. The point A lies on LM such that LA to AM is equal to 1 to 2. And the point B on MN such that MB to BN is 2 to 1. That is basically explaining everything that is going on in the diagram. So the question is, explain in its simplest form MN. So MN will be from M to N, and I want us to express that in the simplest form. So to get the vector Mn, we see we can move from M to O, and then we can go from O to N. So plus O, N. So let's go. The vector MO would be, so we know OM is 6z. So that means MO would simply be negative 6z plus ON would simply be 2x, because you're going from O to N, the same direction in which they are pointing to. So this would be 2x. So we can rewrite this nicely and say 2x minus 6z. This is equal to Mn. And that is the answer for this question. So the next question says, find in terms of x and y in its simplest form an expression for Ln. So Ln, we move from L and we go all the way across to N. So we can say Ln would be equal to, so we can move from L to O, and then we can move from O to N. So L to O would be, so we know O to L would be 4y. So in reverse, it would be minus 4y plus O to N would be 2x. So we can simplify this and write 2x minus 4y, and this would be equal to Ln. And that is as easy as that. So the next question says, show that AB equals 2 over 3, and in bracket we have 2x minus 4y. So you want to show that AB is equal to this. So we know AB would be from A to B. So let's see how we can find for AB. So for AB, we see we have to move from A to M, and then from M to B. So this is the triangle that we need to draw to get this here. But we don't know any of those things. So let's look at what we have. So we don't know what AM is, nor do we know what MB is. But let's see what we know about, what they gave us about AM. So they told us that the ratio for LA to AM is 1 to 2. So 1 of this is equal to, split this in half, 2 of this. So we know whatever LM is, AM, which represents a portion of 2 of this will be equal to 2 over 3 of whatever LM is. So do we know what LM is? No, we don't know what LM is, but we can actually find LM. So I'll work that in the corner here. So let's look at how we can find LM. And this will help us to find AM. So we know LM, which is here to here, will be equal to, we can move from L to N, as we found Ln just now. So we can move from L to N plus N to M. So we found Ln earlier. So we found Ln to be 2x minus 4y. So this would be equal to, Ln would be equal to 2x minus 4y plus, so we found Mn to be 2x minus 6z. So we found Mn to be 2x minus 6z. So Nm would be the negative of this. So Mn would be a negative 2x plus 6z. We just need to flip the signs for all of this. So this will be plus and negative 2x plus 6z. So we can simplify this further. We can simplify this further, so it will be 2x minus 4y. So this plus and this minus will turn into a minus 2x plus 6z. So let's put the like terms together. So this will be 2x minus 2x. We can say plus 6z minus 4y. So this will be 0, and we'll have 6z minus 4y. So that is equal to LM. And the next thing we want to find is MB. So let's see what we can do for MB. So they told us that, let's see what they gave us about MB. So they say the ratio for MB and BN is 1 to 2. So if this is 1, this would be 1, 2. So we found Mn to be 2x minus 6z. And let's say we want to find for, so this is Mn. So we want to find for MB. So we know MB would be, so this would be 1, 2. So this is 2 over 3 of whatever this is. So this is 2 over 3 of 2x minus 6z. So we can distribute this. So you can say 2 times 2 is 4. So this will be 4x over 3. Subtract 2 times 6 is 12. 12 divided by 3 would be 4z. So this is what we'll have for MB. So MB would be equal to this here. And AM would be equal to 2 over 3 of whatever this is. So AM would be equal to 2 over 3 of 6z minus 4y. So we can also simplify this to get 2 times 6. 2 times 6 would be 12. 12 divided by 3 is 4z minus 2 times 4 is 8. 8 over 3. So this would be 8y over 3. So this is what AM would be equal to. So this is the value for AM. And this here is the value for MB. So now we can put in those values there. So AM, so we can say the vector AB would be equal to AM, which is 4z minus 8y over 3, plus MB, which is 4x over 3 minus 4z. So now we can simplify this a bit further. So we can put all the z's together. So this is 4z minus 4z. And then we have plus 4x over 3 minus 8y over 3. So this will become 0. So now we end up with 4x over 3 minus 8y over 3. So we want to show that this is equal to this. So in order for us to transform this to this, all we need to do, we pull out the 2 over 3. So we factor out 2 over 3. So we factor out 2 over 3 from here. We see we're left with, so we factor out 2 over 3 from both terms. We're left with 2x minus 4y. If you multiply 2 over 3 by 2, you'll end up with 2 times 2 is 4. You'll end up with 4 over 3x. This is what we had at the top here. And if you multiply 2 over 3 by 4y, you'll end up with 2 times 4 would be 8y over 3. So this is the answer after we finish factorizing. Probably we could have left it up to this piece before we distribute. We could have left it here and left it here, and we probably did not have to factorize after we read this piece. But nevertheless, that is how we tackle this question. So this is how we show. We had to do some amount of work, and this question was worth, I think, 4 marks. So when you see questions are worth these high marks, you need to do some amount of work. So we had to find LM, and when we used LM, we find 2/3 of LM to give us AM, and then we found MN, and then we used that 2/3 of that will give us MB, and then we just added those two together, and that is how we prove that AB is equal to this. So And that is the answer for that one. So this is the value for AB. So let's go to the last question. The last question says, based on the results in 2, state 2 geometric properties for LM to AB. So Ln, we know Ln is 2x minus 4y. And we know AB is 2 over 3, 2x minus 4y. So state 2 geometric properties. So we can say Ln is 2 over 3 times AB. And that is 1. And we can also say Ln and AB are parallel. So those are the 2 geometric properties we can say. We can say that LM is 2 over 3 times AB. And then we can also say that Ln and AB are parallel. And with that, this has brought me to the end of this past paper question video. We looked at vectors, and as you can see, we had to do some amount of application and some amount of reasoning. So you need to practice these kind of questions. So use the concepts learned here and practice more questions like these. They are very easy, you just need to practice. So keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.